Hey Smile Shop, welcome back to another video. In this video today, I want to talk about how your diet and nutrition plays a good role, and more in particular just talking about different kind of vitamins. In one of my videos yesterday, I don't know if it was yesterday or a live stream, I was talking about vitamins and stuff like that, and I think somebody had asked about what was a good hair vitamin, and I think I had somebody who asked me about biotin and all of that. And I do want to put this out there. A lot of times, like the reason why some people are experiencing hair loss, sometimes it's not always a biotin deficiency. And I want to clarify that because sometimes, and I know I've been guilty of this, saying, "Oh, um, you know, take take a um take a multivitamin, take a hair vitamin." But see, that's the importance of how we have to go get our blood work done. Okay, and I think I talked about this maybe briefly before, but let's talk about it again. But when it comes to your hair, a lot of times our hair, especially when we look at our scalp, it'll let us know like what's going on. Sometimes you have some kind of deficiency. With some people, the reason why you might be experiencing hair loss might not have nothing to do with like a lack of a biotin. You might be fine. That's why it's important to go get your blood work and check all your levels. Check your iron, check your vitamin D, because some people are experiencing scalp conditions, or maybe hair loss because of the lack of vitamin D. Y'all see, I'm getting my vitamin D right now. This sun is shining down on me, honey. This sun is shining, okay? This sun is shining on me, child. But yeah, and especially, I've been reading up a lot of information lately on vitamin D, because it's been known that especially those with darker skin, us with melanin, how we have a vitamin D deficiency. Now, I had a doctor's appointment maybe about over a month ago, and I got some blood work done, and I asked her also to check my vitamin D, because it's just a common thing for us, like black people, to have a low vitamin D deficiency. And surprisingly, my vitamin D was not low, which I was kind of shocked. Like, I was actually in normal levels of vitamin D. But I do know the majority of us black people are low in vitamin D deficiency. But I was reading up on some things just about vitamin D, that sometimes when we're talking about your hair and your scalp and conditions and stuff like that, go get your vitamin D levels checked, because sometimes the reason why you might be having scalp issues or maybe hair loss issues is because your lack of certain vitamins. So you want to go to the doctor and get a whole panel, okay? Some things you want to check is your iron levels, see how your iron is, see how your vitamin D is. What was the other thing on that list? My list is at home, so I'm just going off the top of my dome right now. But just go get some blood work done and make sure all your levels are together, because again, that could be a sign of like why are you experiencing certain things. And I know with me, I suffer from eczema. Now in the summer, my eczema kind of been on a chill mode. Like, I think I had a little flare up like earlier this year, like around like spring and stuff. But my flare ups kind of got to a hedge. But I've been noticing some of the flare ups kind of been behind my ear, like around my scalp. But it's also going back to diet and nutrition. Now, I've been having a little bit too much dairy, so I had to, tone down that dairy a little bit. So you got to really look at all this in whole when it comes to diet and nutrition, as far as it relates to your hair, because your hair will always be telling you like what's going on with you, okay? And you're lacking something. Like if you're shedding sometimes more than normal, if you're noticing that your hair is going bald, or I think we talked yesterday about the flaky scalps. Why is your scalp still flaky? And we talked about one of the things I said is because maybe you have a scalp condition. And here's another thing is too I want to touch on, like stress and stuff like that. Even stress can cause you to have dandruff. I don't think a lot of people think about that. Yes, even stress can cause flare-ups in the scalp. It can cause even balding or you to have dandruff. So when we think about all this in whole, like just health and wellness in general, it's so important as it relates to like your scalp and your hair. So we have to make sure that we're getting the right vitamins in us. We're not lacking any vitamins, and we have to make sure that we're filling our body with the right foods, and we're also taking care of our mental health, because all of these work all in together. And when you sit down and really analyze your whole self, like think about how have you been eating lately? Have you been eating pretty bad lately, or has you been eating good? How has your stress? How has your mental health been lately? Okay, and if you haven't got no blood work done, but wait, go get blood work done. But if you did go get blood work done and you notice that some of your levels were off, that could be the cause of why you're experiencing the scalp condition you're experiencing, or also why you are experiencing hair loss. So before we run out and just start getting all these vitamins, and I'm not a doctor, okay, I'm not a doctor or anything like that, but before I'm going to recommend, oh, you need to go get this, or you need to go take that, go to your physician and go get a panel done and get some blood work done. And I might have to come back and do a part 2 on this, just to let y'all know what panels you can in particular ask for when you go to the doctor, so you can kind of check those levels to see. Most of the blood work panels include all these, but I feel like it was 1 or 2 that I wrote my list at home that you can include too. So anyway, I just want to give y'all, I'll make this maybe part 1 of this video, and I'm gonna maybe come back with a part 2. So hopefully this video helped y'all and give y'all some clarity. Thank y'all so much for watching this video, and I'll see you in another one. Bye.